Welcome to Sincerely Bhakti, a project where I explore scripture with my intellect and with my heart. You're welcome to join me, subscribe, as I read and explore the Bhagavad Gita as it is, with commentary by Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. This is episode 9, and I am discussing authority and the problem with surrendering authority, as well as the power in being able to do so. This is chapter 2, verse 29. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Some look on the soul as amazing. Some describe him as amazing. And some hear of him as amazing, while others, even after hearing about him, cannot understand him at all. So Prabhupada, in his commentary, immediately quotes the Katha Upanishad, which describes how amazing it is that the atomic soul can inhabit a body as gigantic as an elephant or a blue whale, or it can inhabit the microbic germs, millions and billions of which occupy only an inch of space. This is certainly amazing. And the image that comes to mind is that this world is just pulsing with billions and billions of living entities. We are surrounded by living entities, both seen and unseen. There are living entities within my own body, with souls, right? There are, if I look out my window, I can just see so many living entities with my own eyes, but billions upon billions of living entities beyond my own vision. It's absolutely incredible. And I'm just one person with a limited perspective on this world. So the science of the soul is incredible. Not only is this soul so tiny, the soul is so pervasive and it's eternal, but it's also a spark of God. The soul is not God, of course, but a spark of God's splendor and his beauty. So the soul is really amazing. But what Krishna is saying here in this verse, that some people can hear these glories of the soul, but still don't understand him, even if they hear. And what blocks someone from being able to understand the wonders of the soul? And Prabhupada describes that the easiest process for understanding the subject matter of the self, however, is to accept the statements of the Bhagavad Gita spoken by the greatest authority, Lord Krishna, without being deviated by other theories. So immediately when I read this, I had a response, which is that, well, this is the easiest process. Okay, if I just accept what Krishna says, then okay, I understand everything. But the easiest process actually can be the hardest for most people and for myself. Being able to accept authority with my heart and with my soul and with my intellect, with everything, is sometimes the hardest part. Because being able to accept an authority means I'm allowing someone to enter into my mind and be able to change my perspective on the world and on myself, which is a very intimate process. And authorities throughout time have abused that power. Authorities have manipulated and exploited those who have been under their care. And so we have this material experience of authority. And often, our experience with our Father is often our relationship with God that gets transferred to our relationship with God. And then to any authority that we have in this world. So, authority can be a very thorny subject because people can really take advantage. And it's understandable why someone would be wary of authority. So although Prabhupada says it's the easiest process, sometimes that process of just being willing to surrender to an authority is the hardest. And then Prabhupada continues here saying, but it also requires a great deal of penance and sacrifice, either in this life or in the previous ones, before one is able to accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in this way, Prabhupada is also validating that accepting authority, especially Lord Krishna, and especially Lord Krishna as God, and not just some personality, a chariot driver for Arjuna, but he's actually God. To be able to accept Krishna as God is truly amazing. To be able to accept Krishna means I've actually done a lot of hard work in my own heart. I've done sacrifice, I've done penance. That means there's a certain sincerity. It means I'm willing to put aside my own desires to enjoy. Sacrifice and penance means I'm willingly suffering so that I can advance and I can grow. So that means I have shown my sincerity, and Krishna reciprocates with that sincerity by revealing in our own hearts, okay, yes, I am the Lord, and I am here, and I am all merciful, and I'm happy to take you into my arms again. So at the end of the day, we can do sacrifice, we can do penance, and then Prabhupada emphasizes, though, that we need to follow the path of a pure devotee, which is still accepting an authority, which means if we're going to follow the path of a pure devotee, which is a guru or a teacher, that it still involves accepting an authority, but maybe on a smaller scale. So it's maybe a little more like a baby step or bite-size acceptance of authority. Slowly but surely, if I can accept a pure devotee as a guide, someone who can help me, then I can graduate myself up to accepting Lord Krishna as God. So thank you for tuning in to this episode discussing the tricky aspects of accepting authority, but the beauty of being able to do so. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Hare Krishna.